Hi Libra, welcome to your June 2015 tarot spread. This is Raina. I hope you can hear me over the fountain that's going on in the background. But in any case, I picked 4 cards for you. And this is a mini reading, of course. It's a general reading. And so it may not apply 100% to all of you in all areas, but here it goes. The first card that I pick is to symbolize the energy that is occurring in late May. And so if you're listening to this in late May, you can apply it to whatever is happening at this time. And it's kind of the energy that is going to lead up into the new month of June. And for that card, I picked Ace of Wands. The second card represents the first half of June, and for you, I picked the Page of Wands. The third card represents the second half of June, and I picked the Knight of Wands reversed. And the fourth card kind of is the flavor of the month, or the card that sums up the whole month. And for you, I picked the Seven of Cups. So Libra, in terms of late May, the energy that I see with Ace of Wands is a very energetic, entrepreneurial type of energy. I sense that some of you may be starting businesses. You may have a lot of passion about what it is that you're trying to do. It may be some other kind of project, but whatever it is, you're really enthusiastic at this time. It's a very entrepreneurial energy, so I get this feeling that some of you are going to be starting businesses. It's just a general energy of good vibes, good feelings, and new beginnings. And for the first half of the month, I got the Page of Wands, another Wands card. It corresponds to fire signs in astrology, and it deals with, teachers. It could be a writer, it could be business owners, and you might get some good news. It could be that you hear about a job, but I really get the feeling that a lot of you who are trying to do something are going to be doing something for yourself, that you're going to be in the driver's seat. And Libra is a cardinal sign, and so I know that you guys prefer to call the shots when you can, but it could be for university professors or things of that nature, and as I said, creative writers. You could hear good news from a friend or relative. And so for the first half of the month and the end of May, the first half of the month, I just sense that there are new beginnings, that there's new fresh energy, passion going on, and that you have a new project to really keep you busy and make you feel alive. For the second half of the month, I got the Knight of Wands reversed, which is kind of a bossy card. There's an argumentative energy. There's an instability associated with it. There could be a Scorpio person connected to this energy, because knights can represent males from their late teens to early 30s. So if you know somebody in your life, it could be a son, or it could be maybe a nephew, or it could be somebody that is in your life that fits that bill, that is prominent, that you have to deal with. It could have something to do with a school of higher learning. So I don't know exactly how this is going to play out for you, but I would just suggest that, if you do have this going on, that you make sure that you get enough sleep, that you watch how you deal with other people, and that you be on the lookout if you know this young man that I'm talking about, that you realize that you might have some kind of conflict with him, and that you do not allow yourself to get caught up in it. If you're a younger Libran, this might be a person that is in your life. Maybe it's Maybe it's your boyfriend. Maybe it's somebody who wants to be your boyfriend. So it might be a warning, about this guy, that he's a problem personality. I don't know. In any case, the last card that I drew for you, the Seven of Cups, that kind of summarizes the month. The Seven of Cups is connected to fantasy, sometimes delusion. And I wrote down in my notes, the world is your oyster, but you have too many oysters to choose from. So with all this opportunity, with these wands and this first card that I'm getting dealing with late May, this Ace of Wands, this fresh energy, and these new opportunities, and all of this wonderful stuff going on, is that you might have a wealth of choices, a wealth of opportunity, and it might be hard for you to narrow things down, and that might be what's causing your irascibility during the second half of the month. You might find it hard to make choices. And Librans, let's face it, you guys have problems making choices as it is. And sometimes you have to make choices, and you have to realize and have faith that the world isn't going to end, that there are no such thing as wrong choices, that everything that you make, you have to start trusting your intuition more. And the Seven of Cups is almost like there's a veil over you or something, and making it hard for you to see reality. And it makes me wonder if this might even relate to a romantic relationship, because sometimes Librans can be relationship addicts when they're not totally in their power. They can get involved in relationships that are controlling or otherwise all-consuming. And so it might be warning you that this influence will come into your life, and that you have to, keep your head and not get carried away. And maybe it's this guy. Maybe it's this Scorpio guy. I don't know. It's going to be a young guy. So if you're an older Libran woman, then you would just be a cougar. And I don't think my book has anything about cougars. But in any case, just realize that June will have a misty kind of influence. And this is going to happen for all of us, because we have Neptune squaring the Sun as a transit. We might see this being played out with the news, and I always put the news in quotation marks because I don't believe most of it. In our outer lives, this might occur, but it also can occur with our personal lives for all of us. But apparently, this might be particularly true of you, and it's not a bad thing. It's just something to be aware of, and realize that you have a lot of opportunities in June. And so maybe the best thing to do is to keep yourself grounded. When you're so enthusiastic about your project, sometimes it's easy to get carried away, but try to keep a regular schedule so that you have the ability to make the best choices possible, and enjoy the passion of all those wands. I think it's going to be a great period of time for you. I think a lot of new things are going to come into your reality, and that's all I can say right now. I look forward to July, Libra. Take care. Bye.